I'm very excited to be here, gang. I'll tell you this, I am 5'8", and thank you, appreciate that. Someone that's definitely not on my Bumble. I'm 5'8", and I don't know if y'all have been on the internet, but that's a bad height to be. People hate it, and I should tell you, I'm probably technically 5'7". 5'6", shut up. I'm trying to reclaim it, you know? There's this thing going around on the internet, short kings. Have you guys heard this term? Okay, heck yeah, all right. These kings, you know, we are kings, you know? And who cares if my feet are dangling off the throne, you know? Yeah, I got a king-size mattress, and sure, it's a twin. But people think having big proportions, big hands is cool. That's not cool. You know what is cool? Being able to reach that space between your car and the center console, you know? I get down in there, baby. Not sexually. Oh man, I do have a twin bed. One of my buddies helped me move and he could not stop making fun of me. He was like, dude, you have the same size bed that they give you in prison. He's like, what are you gonna do if a girl comes over? I'm like, I don't know, man. What am I gonna do if I meet LeBron James? Why are we doing fake scenarios? I'd probably make some space for him. If I had a king-size bed, I don't even know what I would do with all the unused space. I would just have to open a Spirit Halloween. That's what It's crazy. Guys, people like to ask me, Zach, where did you go to homeschool? Fun fact, I wasn't homeschooled. I just got the vibe. You know? I just walk into a Chick-fil-A and they're like, one of us. It's brutal, dude. I don't even make chicken, but I'll pray for you. It's weird, dude. I don't know why people think I'm homeschooled. Maybe just because I have, like, joy. You know, I'm smiling too much. I'm trying to hold open automatic doors. I'm not homeschooled, but I live the lifestyle. I'm not against homeschooled people, though, you know? I think you're great. I went on a date with a homeschooled girl, not trying to brag. And we got dinner with her parents. And but she hated it that I kept calling it a PTA meeting. That's fun. Guys, I've been told I have big youth pastor energy. Anybody a fan of the Lord? Okay, that's fun. I was hoping you would help me out, pink hair, but I can't. No, that's dope. I'll see some of you in heaven. No, I was raised in a super churchy home, guys. This is true. My parents were in a small southern gospel group known as the Heaven Bound Singers, which I always thought was kind of a cocky name. Like, you guys don't get to make that call. It was just like a bunch of old white people singing like country songs about Jesus. It's like if Cracker Barrel had a house band. Yeah, like until I was 12, I had never heard what you might call like secular music. And how do you guys know what secular means? It just means like good. That's fun. We had a tour bus that said Heaven Bound on the side, which I felt like that must have been terrifying to see on the freeway. Like I'm waving at cars in the back of the bus, you know, and they're like, is that kid about to join a cult? What is this, man? I have been traveling a lot, dude. I travel a lot with my family. We like to go to this place called Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Do you guys know? Yeah. Heck yeah. If you don't know Gatlinburg, it's this wonderful place filled with like black bears and white trash. Yeah. It's kind of like if a cruise ship was a city. It's sick. Listen, I'm not here to make fun of white trash. I see some plaid in this room. Nah, dude, that's my people, man. Like, I don't know. I know this because I was a 3-year-old and I had a mullet. I didn't make that decision. You know, I wasn't just in the barber chair like, hey, could you make me look like a tiny Joe Dirt? I'd love to look like Zachy Ray Cyrus. It's so weird. Being a 3-year-old with a mullet, I just looked like the only 3-year-old that looked like he used to have a job. Just standing outside of the Fisher-Price factory after I get off my shift, just smoking a tiny little candy cigarette. Oh, my boss, he's such a joke. Maybe you know him, Bob, the builder. He's always like, can we fix it? He's like, you better figure it out. I was a toddler from Brooklyn. That's so dumb. Oh, man. I have been traveling a lot, gang. I've been driving so much that I've gotten pretty, like, wild behind the wheel of a car. Like, have you guys ever tried driving while eating ribs? That's not a mobile food, you know? I'm not talking a McRib either, you know? I took one bite and the wheel wobbled a little bit. I was like, I don't know if this is how I want my body to be found. Because what do you put in the obituaries of someone who died driving, eating ribs, you know? Just rest in peace, Zachary Wycuff. He died as he lived, alone and covered in barbecue sauce. My mom's just at the funeral like, I just want my baby back. It was that whole thing for that. That's fun. Jokes are fun. Oh, dude, it is weird growing up Christian, man. Like, I don't know. I grew up in a home where, like, we never said Jesus was white, but it was implied. You know, like, there was a lot of velvet paintings of a dude that looked a lot like every barista. You know, but, like, of course Jesus wasn't white, you know? Like, he was born in the Middle East. Like, maybe the whitest thing he ever did was, like, enjoy hummus. Like, it's crazy. I was 17 before I learned he wasn't even American. I was like, wait, who wrote the Constitution then? That's so dumb. I have so many more Jesus jokes. Oh, man, it's fun. I'll tell you, I don't know, I'm like 29 and single. I feel like I'm like falling behind or whatever, you know? Like, I don't know, like, I know people my age that are just now getting started on their second marriage. Yeah. Have you guys ever been lapped? It's like gym class all over again, dude. It's brutal. I feel like, I'm 29, I feel like everyone my age either has a baby or a podcast. Guess which one I chose? It's brutal, dude. Yeah, but I think about this all the time. I was like, well, I feel like I'm falling behind. There's all these like career things I feel like I should have done by now. But I think about it. I was like, well, the most famous person of all time was Jesus, and he didn't even start doing stuff until he was 30. You know, like you just think he saw the big 3-0 coming up on the calendar, and it's just like, boy, I better start doing some stuff, or my dad's gonna kill me. It's fun because he came back. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I've never been good at like dating or like talking to ladies, ma'am. I've never been good. I don't know if you guys can tell. I have this weird little like birthmark here on my neck. Every old lady I've ever met at church has been like, "Ooh, Zach, is that a little hickey? Are you out here in these streets?" And I just have to tell them like, no, actually, my mom gave this to me. Oh, that's gross. I don't know, gang. I like struggle with confidence and stuff a lot because like I used to be like a chunky kid, which not a lot of people believe because now I'm like hot. Just know whether or not you laugh at that. It hurts my feelings. I was a swim shirt kid. Do you guys know what that is? That's the thing when you try to cover up your body in the pool. But what they don't tell you about swimming in a white cotton t-shirt is it just looks way worse than being naked. I thought it was going to cover up my body. Nope, it's just a highlighter for my nipples. You ever accidentally win a wet t-shirt contest? But I recently had this like crop up, man, because like, I don't know, I had this is true, I had an ex-girlfriend start dating a former NFL player. She has a type. She's one of these girls who's like, I want someone that I can have D1 babies with. I want D1 babies. But like, here's the thing, you can have D1 babies with me as long as you count marching band. Yeah, dude, I was in the starting right end of the parade block for the University of Cincinnati. Yeah, dude, She got flown out for the first date. Like, I can't compete with that. I don't have flying out money, you know? Even though I have this haircut that looks like I would corner you and talk to you about crypto. I don't have flying out money, dude. Like, I have the kind of money where, like, we're on a date and she's like, hey, do you want to get a bird scooter? I'm like, why don't we walk it? I think, you know, it's brutal, dude. I found out he was in the NFL. I got so mad. I didn't even know what to do. I downloaded Madden so I could start franchise mode and cut him from the team. That was a mistake, and I saw how much money he made. I looked him up on Wikipedia. Have you guys ever been that level of hater? I looked him up on Wikipedia. I found out, like, I was reading and I found out that he, like, plays 6 instruments, speaks 3 languages, started a foundation to help underprivileged kids escape the cycle of poverty. Now, I think I have a crush on this guy. His jersey's in the mail. Should be pretty sweet. Stephen Weatherly, real person. I don't know, guys. I'm not cool. Even though I have this $19 shirt that I got from PacSun, I don't know if you guys can tell, I'm not like a cool person. I've never smoked weed. I know, right? Whenever I tell someone that, they act like I just asked them for gum. They're like, well, I have some right here. Do you want it? It's weird, dude. I've never smoked weed. I don't know why. I don't know. I actually don't feel like I need any help eating snacks and watching movies. I'm kind of great at it. I actually don't need any help, wondering if my friends are mad at me. But if you guys do, that's totally cool. I just don't need performance-enhancing drugs. For every Babe Ruth, there's a Barry Bonds, and that's very silly. Okay, I gotta get out of here soon. I'll tell you guys this: we were having fun. We might not after I tell you this. I don't do this anymore, but this is true. I did used to be a probation officer who has weed. But I don't do that anymore. We can hang out. We can smoke a weed. I don't do that. I don't know why I became a probation officer. I just think I was the kid in school that was most excited about DARE. Yeah. If you guys don't know DARE, that's a thing in school that separates, like, cool kids from narcs. This is true, y'all. I once wrote a paper in DARE that won an award. Yeah, please don't cover your laugh. That's the only thing I need. Do you guys know what you get when you win an award in DARE? Bullied. Yeah. My friends took that paper and rolled it up into a blunt. So. It's wild, man. I did have to, arrest people sometimes in my office, which is wild, right? It looks like I could just be like, hey, man, you're under arrest. And you could just be like, no. So, this is true. I was patting down this guy one time, and I found this rolled up receipt filled with, this white powder in his pocket. And I held it in front of him. I was like, hey, man, what is this? He goes, I don't know. And then he blew it. All over my office. I see some people taking notes. I was so mad, because I had, just vacuumed. And it was kind of my fault, too. I shouldn't have been like, hey, man, make a wish. I was so mad, and my heart was going so fast. And I thought it was because of destruction of evidence. But later, I learned that was the first time I had ever tried cocaine. Cooler than you thought. Now I just can't stop arresting people. No. This is true. I learned later it was not just cocaine. It was cocaine mixed with heroin. Wow. I didn't know you could do that. They didn't teach us that in DARE. I asked one of my buddies, I was like, cocaine and heroin? Do those two things even go together? He was like, I don't know, man. Does sugar and Kool-Aid? So I guess the answer I was looking for was, oh yeah! That's so silly. That's so silly. That's enough for me, gang. Thank you so much for having me. I'm always going to this contest, huh? Thank you, friends.